bra in the ass. And they've taken the mirror out of the dressing room, so you're forced to walk out to look at yourself. This is so they can get another shot at you. Then they're there to tell you how nice you look. You don't have an opinion of your own, you know. That looks fabulous. Really? Yes. Your ass looks fabulous. That's how they get you. If they tell you your ass looks good, you're buying it. That blouse makes your ass look fabulous. Is that your bra? Well, it makes your ass look fabulous. The ass is such an important thing now anyway. We check out our asses like crazy when we try clothes on. And not only do we check the ass out, but our entire facial expression changes. We make that ass face. That's my ass. You turn a different way. That's my ass that way. Start walking away. I'm gonna walk away, and that's my ass. We don't make the ass face when we're at home naked looking at ourselves in the mirror. Totally different face then. I'm amazed by people who are just so comfortable with their nakedness. Doesn't matter what they look like. They're just totally comfortable being naked. I admire that in people. I think the people who are most comfortable being naked are the people who videotape their sex. You've got to be so confident about your body to be videotaping your sex. Because no matter how much your partner loves you, in the heat of everything, stuff's moving around so fast and so many different angles, it's not going to be pretty. When you watch that videotape later, you risk your partner saying, I never saw that before. You seen that thing you do right there? What's that? People who videotape their sex are doing it for one of two reasons. I mean, maybe they're doing it because they're so egotistical, because they love watching themselves. Look at us. We are hot. Look at us, look at us, look at us. Look at me. Look at me. Look at you. Look at you looking at me. Look at me again. Look at you. Look at me. Or maybe people tape themselves so they can look at the playback together like football players, to improve their performance for the next time. Alrighty, let's take a look right here, shall we? Okay, here's what I'm talking about. See how your elbow is up so high and your back is arched right there? Okay, that's not the best time to do that. I think you should hold on until right there. That's where you should do it. Okay, and what's going on right here? What's happening? I'll tell you, nothing. No. See that? A lot of energy. Look at my face. Nothing. Nothing's going on. Yeah. Okay, yes, I know I'm biting my lip. I'm trying to keep from laughing. Where'd you come up with that little technique? Did you make that up? I thought so. Okay, don't do it. Oh, don't cry. Come on, this is how we learn. Let's get back there and try it again. What do you mean you're not in the mood? I don't know. I don't understand a lot of the stuff that people are into. I do believe everybody has a right to do whatever they want to do with their bodies. I mean, if it makes you feel good, do it. It's your life, it's your body. As long as there are 2 consenting adults, or 3, or 5, or whatever you're into. I just don't understand a lot of it. Like people who are into the Mile High Club. They want to have sex in the bathroom on a plane. I don't understand that. First of all, I have questions. I mean, how do you even have room to fit 2 people in there to have sex? I barely have room to have sex in there by myself. I have to leave the door open a smidge because my leg has to be stretched out just like so. That's how I like it. Sex should bring people together, but sometimes it really separates you, Boy, it separates people like crazy when you talk about sexuality. There's a huge debate going on about same-sex marriage. There are people who are against it, people who are for it. And the people who are against it say marriage is a union between a man and a woman. It's always been that way. It should remain that way. If we change it, it's between 2 people of the same sex. Then what's next? Someone could marry an animal. That's where they go right away. These people scare me, and they think we're weird. I don't want to marry a goat. I don't. I can't even imagine dating a goat. Getting to the point where you're serious enough to make that kind of commitment? Sure, I guess you could live together for a little while to figure it out, see if you're compatible. I'm just picturing the apartment you'd have, you and the goat, photographs all over the place, you and the goat on the beach running, holding hands, you and the goat being serenaded by mariachis at a restaurant, you and the goat in front of the Eiffel Tower eating crepes and tin cans, you and the goat making faces in a strip from a photo booth. Sunday morning you'd be trying to read the paper, the goat's trying to eat it. Don't you eat that section, I haven't read that yet. Don't you come, I love you, you goat, you. I think it'd be a tough day even for the most liberal parents if you brought the goat home. Mom, Dad, this is Billy. We are in love. I guess what I'm trying to say is there are a lot of self-righteous people out there, and if you try to adjust your life to please them by the way you dress or your sexuality or the ass faces you like to make, you're just going to go crazy and risk being as unhappy as these self-righteous kooks are. So enjoy your life. God gave us our bodies as a gift. Granted, to some of us it's kind of a gag gift, but that's okay too. Wear what you want, love who you want, and have fun. The last chapter. There's so many different ways to end an audiobook. There are some people out there who love the ending the best. In fact, they'll buy an audiobook and go straight to the ending. If everyone was like that, I could have saved myself some time and just written the ending. Maybe that'll be my next audiobook. The people who just like to listen to the end might like a traditional ending. So, since I like to try to please everyone, I know they say you can't please all the people all the time, but by God, I'll die trying. Here goes. When Mama saw what I had done, she gathered up all her muster and with a huge smile on her face said, "Ellen, if you've said that once, you've said it 1,000,000 times." As we looked at each other with those faces that only a mother and daughter could recognize, we pulled off our aprons, threw them on the counter, and I said, "Mama, let's me and you get a cherry soda." It was that day I knew my life had just begun. No, that is the worst ending I have ever heard. I don't even know what muster means. How about this? As I pulled out of my driveway and into the hazy California sun, I realized that I had not found my true essence, and I would never have had the courage to leave all that I had known behind. It was that day I knew my life had just begun. Oh, still not doing it for me. Maybe I should incorporate both endings, like so. As I pulled out of my driveway and into the lazy, I like that better than hazy, California sun, my mother waved goodbye to me with a cherry soda in her hand and a smile on her face that only a daughter could recognize. She pulled off